2017 Chrysler Pacifica. With 6 million of its 14.3 million minivans still roaming America's roads, Chrysler, the inventor of the segment as we know it today, still owns the market. Sure, Honda can brag about selling the most retail units, but together, overall Grand Caravan and Town and Country sales have roughly doubled those of the Odyssey for a decade. That's slipped a bit in 2015, the 5th Gen FCA van's 8th model year, but its replacement is raring to redefine the segment once again after a surprisingly long, in today's CAD/CAM, GI, FI, CFD, acronym-expedited world, 5-year gestation period. The company spent a fair amount of time polling its 6 million owners about what they liked and didn't like about minivans in general. Most mentioned the segment's image problem, characterizing themselves as martyr drivers, wearing their rides like scarlet letters branding them sensible adults. So global design chief Ralph Gilles gave his team the ultimate mission impossible, style a beautiful minivan. At least they had the luxury of starting from scratch with no legacy floor heights or windshield touchdown points to work around. They seized the opportunity to lower the floor and the occupants, rake the windshield, and incorporate 20-inch wheels, up from a max of 17 on today's vans. The wheelbase and track widths are all increased, the grille and tail lamp graphics are more horizontal to enhance the longer/lower/wider aesthetic, the windshield is laid back. The side glass curves inboard more at the top, and there's a bunch more chrome. There is a strong family resemblance to the new 200, both in the face and in the side character lines that curve up over the front wheels and back down again past the rears. Seen in person, the design is striking. Equal or greater emphasis was placed on classing up the inside, soft touch materials that look hand-sewn, a greater selection of monochrome and two-tone interior color schemes, and more horizontal graphics suggest roomy width. And the roominess isn't just visual, the new van boasts almost 197.3 cubic feet of passenger and cargo space, up 10 cubes from before for solid mid-pack roominess. Front seat travel is also increased, and buttons in back move the front seats forward when folding the stow-and-go seats. Innovation is prized in minivans, and by the team's accounting, Chrysler has rolled out 78 minivan firsts in its first 5 generations. This one reportedly introduces 37 more, the most jumbo of which is an 80-mile-per-gallon plug-in hybrid variant, C hybrid sidebar. Another is a redesign that allows the stow-and-go center row seats to be tipped forward with a child seat attached, so big sister can more easily crawl in behind belted in baby brother. There are also a reported 100 mostly familiar safety features, more than in any other minivan, including next-generation side curtain airbags that extend farther down and remain inflated longer to prevent ejection in a barrel roll or a wreck with multiple strikes. Other big news, a removable center seat, 37 pounds, mounts between the stow-and-go buckets, increasing the carpool tally to 8. An integrated stow-and-vac vacuum powered by Rigid reportedly produces greater suction than Honda's, and the all-new architecture is package protected for all-wheel drive, a feature offered in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th generations before being displaced by stow-and-go. Expect to see it added here soon. Careful use of high-strength steels and some exotic materials, such as aluminum sliding doors, another minivan first, and magnesium used in the cross-car dash beam in the liftgate inner panel, help trim 200 pounds from the gas-only versions of this 6th-gen van. The stow-and-go wells are better integrated into the frame rails, and the engine compartment crash box incorporates hydroformed load beams, all of which helps this larger new van measure 30% stiffer in torsion. This reportedly contributes substantially to the claimed best-in-class ride and handling. Under the hood, the trusty 3.6-liter Pentastar engine gets new 2-step valve lift intake camshafts, cooled exhaust gas recirculation, and friction reductions that combine to improve engine efficiency by 5%. It weighs 4 pounds less, producing 287 horsepower and 262 pounds-to-foot of torque, little changed from today's 283-260. Frontal area is up slightly, but the drag coefficient drops from 0.316 to an even 0.300 for a 3% reduction in overall drag. The new standard torque Flight 9-speed automatic, which were promised benefits from scores of programming improvements relative to the products currently using it, further boosts fuel economy, and use of active noise cancellation programmed through the stereo permits earlier torque converter lockup. Altogether, these upgrades are said to deliver best-in-class fuel economy. Tim Kuniskis, FCA's head of passenger car brands, claims this minivan is so completely new, and he implies, so much cooler than the ones it replaces, that it needed a new name. Hence they're dusting off the Pacifica moniker formerly used on the stylish but packaging-challenged three-row tourer built from 2003 to 2007. Because this one new Chrysler model will replace all the Dodge and Chrysler minivans, the Pacifica will be offered in 4 badge trim levels: LX, Touring, Limited, and Limited Platinum, with the Touring grade offering a bunch of options including leather and rear entertainment. So what'd you think? Is it cool enough to pry you out of that high floor, gas-thirsty, 8-passenger SUV you've never taken off-road? Check it out in dealerships this spring.